Oh, hey. Welcome back. As I one-handedly attempt to unravel my headphone cord. There. It's unraveled. I am waiting for an update of the Veilguard to complete, which should be about a minute or two from now. But I've started the stream early as I am incapable of being alone with my thoughts. Oh, hey! Nice to see you there. 44 seconds. Don't jump down and give me quicker predictions, only to throw it in my face later and take longer than that. No, I trust you. I am so glad to see you there. The escape into the fantastical realm of Dragon Age is turning out to be quite the necessity. For my own personal sanity. I would say for my mental health, but there's none of that going around. So we'll cling to the sanity, and that'll be fine. All right. I think it has completed itself. We'll let a little Vampire Survivors Ode to Castlevania download. Not a sponsor, but do go play it. We'll let that download too, just so that it's not competing with my streaming bandwidth, but that should be the last one. And it's going rather quicker. Oh no! Slay the Princess has also queued an update. I should have had these updates running overnight instead of now. You're in boredom hell. IT is remoted in to load a profane. Is that a program? I see. And it's taking fucking forever. And there's a rando on my comp, so I can't use it. That is such an uncomfortable feeling. It's like nothing to hide, but there's a rando on my comp, and I don't like it. I don't. Also, please don't go into specific folders, but nothing to hide, I promise. Just hello, welcome. Alright, I'm just letting this one complete, and then we'll pause Slay the Princess, sorry. And we'll be good. We'll be done and good. Pause updating. Oh, good. Whew. Okay, I'm pressing this. Boodaloop. And I'm pressing this. And I'm hoping that worked correctly. I have no real way of knowing if hitting this little, mute this specific footage stream it works on that side, or if it's just an illusion for me. Hopefully you weren't watching my cluttered download screen with me that entire time. Good afternoon. It is so nice to see you again. We are launching back in. It's been forever. We've missed you. Continue. I don't have a real clear remembrance of what we were doing. We did just recruit Tosh. And welcome to the team. My God, what assets. I mean, what an asset. And we still have the Necromancer, I think, to recruit. And now we also have a new side quest for Tosh. I'm not sure if we should press through and retrieve the Necromancer / Fade Expert, is it? I don't know if they themselves are a Necromancer or if they just work with an organization of Necromancers. But we have a Fade Expert to retrieve. To my journal. That's what I'm looking for. Emmerich. Not Emmerich. Companion quest. We still have to do this little search through the... I have so many. We'll search through the crossroads. We have more than half of those. We should just finish it off. Plenty of side quests in the offing. I'm a little bit tempted to just dive right into the Necromancer and then have a cleanup session. I'm hoping that wouldn't push anything too far, main quest-wise. Which means I should track it. Cool, I gotcha. So this may be hideously unwise, but it is my heart's desire. We're gonna go recruit another party member, and then we'll deal with all the side questery. Alright. Who should go with me to recruit a Fade expert? Bellara for absolutes. Lucanus is still busy because I devastated his hometown. Nev. For whatever reason, Nev and her detective skills just sort of projects an aura of professionalism that I like to have with me when I'm recruiting. Harding also projects that aura, but is also like, and it'll be fun to join us too. Nev is like, it'll be worthwhile to join us, but you might not have any fun. I'm taking Nev. Yes. And it also does look like, at least in this screen, Emmerich might be my final recruitable companion. There's only one card slot remaining. Travel to Tract Quest. Oh, thank you for the gifted sub. That is so kind. I forget every time. When you're doing a recruitment, you can only take one person. And therefore, it is Bellara. Having my Veil experts together with me. I'm really excited to meet this guy. Especially if he's bony. And from the looks of it, he is. What a grand place to be. Sinking through so many different distinct levels of catacomb.
This is it. But no sign of the professor.
I hope he's here.
Bellara is so
and
cute.
He doesn't mind us disturbing him. He is a senior necromancer. I don't... Oh.
Hi. Nice shin guards. Don't mind us. To your duties, young sir.
Visitors! What a marvelous surprise! Any trouble with the lift? Our last guests were stuck for
that what your
hours.
face
Poor
looks like?
souls.
I love it. Oh, I love
Professor
it.
Emmerich Voltaren of the Morn Watch.
Hello, Professor.
Fantastic
we've never met,
robes.
well, in person, but I've been writing to you.
Bellara, my
Bellara was
dear
definitely
girl.
the right person
What
to
a
bring for
pleasure.
this.
Surely you didn't come all this way just to see me.
Actually, we did. You see, we need a Fade expert.
I'm Rook.
Hi.
Charmed.
Don't mean to interrupt your reunion. How very nice and cordial. Why does that sound sarcastic? I don't mean it to be. Neat. Skull helmet, was it? That sounds sarcastic, but I'm sure it's not. So I'm gonna be sarcastic in the hopes that I balance it out.
I liked that bit with the
He
flaming
approves.
skull.
It's nothing, really. Just an evocation of the flame of the last steps.
Can you teach me how to do that?
That looks great.
Thank you. You know, I'm
What's
never
your
quite
facial
sure
expression?
how these
What?
spells strike someone
great.
from outside Navarra.
Secret in the basement?
I'd be pleased
You want to tell us
continue our
about?
conversation after I tend to some small business here.
I'm all about helping small business.
I must investigate. Would you two mind accompanying me further into the shrouded halls?
Toward
Not
that screaming?
at all.
Something's gone awry in this part of the necropolis, Rook. The dead stir more easily than they should.
Trying to trick me into passing this
Wow.
threshold? Is that what's
I've
happening?
never seen anything like this.
Oh yeah, it's fine. We're alive. Okay. Alright, let me get a good peek at your surroundings. Pretty foggy. Not much to see. Oh, there we go. Now we're talking. I love a house that's flanked with sensual, bald gentlemen. Soulless. Take note. Sorry, I'm so curious about every little pathway. I'll be right with you, Emmerich. Every little pathway, it fills me with curiosity. A forgotten coin. And a perilous cliff edge. These are the things that I crave in my adventure. Flawless crystal. Sort of thing Jesse Pinkman was always after.
Something weird up ahead.
It's
Strange.
Emmerich, don't be rude.
These halls should be under the protection of the bell.
The ringing of the bell commands you. Oh, my child. All this time you meant that it was the turtles that was so ripe. Sorry, where are we? I forgot. I forgot what we were doing. Hey, Emmerich.
Is that a despair demon?
Fascinating, isn't it? They shouldn't be able to breach the shrouded halls at all.
Take your word for it.
Careful, Rook. It singled you out.
Why? Why has it done this?
Let everyone go.
It's trying Renala techniques on me. Renala? I forget. Carrying ancestral techniques. This is delightfully creepy. Should I stand on it? Is it a safe zone? Or is it one of the Riddler's traps? Can break. Carrying ancestral sorcery. Good to know. Ah, get back here! I was so close. So close to pummeling your ass. Fine, I'll keep shooting you then. If that's what you prefer.
It's vital we discover why that spirit manifested here.
Lead the way, Professor.
A demonic bezoar? What is a demonic bezoar? And why did I immediately put it in my pants? Oh, this ought to be safe next to my sensitive thighs. Good, good. I can't believe you're cleaning your Peter a bit while watching the house. Wait, did I read that? Yeah, I think I read that right. Also, I'm flattered. And apparently my throat is quite dry. I'm so flattered. I became a wind-swept desert canyon. Deep within my esophagus. I still don't need any potions, but I am breaking vase. Shatter. Emmerich, did you misplace this skull? Would you like to claim it? You have 48 hours. Otherwise, that's my skull now. Balara! Where'd you go? Balara, I just want to say, I'm so excited you're here. I'm glad you got to meet your pen pal. Alright, bye! Nothing. That's what I get for being greedy. Oh, this looks dangerous.
Someone's barred the door and chained the sunken star.
There's undead here.
We may need to defend ourselves depending on their conditions.
Oh, we certainly will.
Undead in a while.
There's no reaching these. They're mindless.
What does that mean?
I'm afraid sometimes the weaker dead work themselves into frenzies.
Back off.
Fantastic, Rook.
4 extra arrows are coming in handy here.
I must free
And 1 for my
Need some help?
homies, I guess?
Star, the bell.
Should have
can
shot it
banish
into the
these despair
ground.
spirits if we
If that was the
unchain them.
case. Now my homies are thirsty. I knew it. I knew I'd find you here. Also, hey, you come here often, or first timer? What are we thinking? We can't just kiss. We're practically strangers. Right in your nose hole. Sorry, it got too intimate. We're practically strangers. Alright, everything is blocked. I'm not seeing any floaty crystals. Where are the floaty crystals? So it doesn't necessarily seem to be pointing me in the direction of them, unless that's it, but that seems... seems troublesome. Keep looking around. There's plenty of goodies locked behind the gates. Ow! I have carpal tunnel now. Oh dear me, it's not what I thought I'd get with this stream. Isn't it? Isn't that pretty much par for the course? Oh, gross. I used a golf metaphor. Now I feel dirty. I feel dirty and bad. I'd like to apologize
We'll
publicly.
need a wisp to unseal the doors leading out. Could you please find one and bring it here?
Okay. How?
Give your greetings, and the wisp will follow.
Good morrow, Wisp. Ah, you're looking fighting fit. Do I have to flatter the Wisp too, or just the good morrow? Is that enough? Come here. Hey, cutie.
Hello.
Pleased whispers.
Wisps are the simplest of spirits, but quite
That's
helpful.
something I've never
Bring the
heard from a
wisp here,
lover.
and we can unseal the doors.
Hooray!
Doors open.
All right, I
Where
got
to
it.
now?
This should lead us to the upper chambers, where we can free the bell. There's someone I'd like to consult with on the way.
Fine, I'll go first. But I still suspect you're trying to trap my soul in some sort of pylon pair. Wow, I'm very far away all of a sudden. I wanted to press A to grab that, and instead I dashed my fantastic ass off in the reverse. It's a lovely place you've got here, Emmerich. Maybe a bit grandiose? I don't have any criticisms, just an observation that it is quite grandiose.
I hope we can help here, Professor.
You already have, Bellara, and it's just Emmerich. Please.
Right,
Oh.
Professor.
I assume your visit
Right,
has
Professor.
to do with recent upheavals we've sensed in the Fade?
Oh, just a little.
Yeah, about those recent upheavals. So, me and some friends,
We've company.
Varric, you may have heard of him. We fucked everything up, so... Ouch.
Get clear.
Every time I think I'm safe. Grenades!
End it now.
Right under your ice blast. Perfectly timed. And you. Sacred relics? Probably shouldn't smash them with my aggressive... Oh, well, look what you've done. Sacred relics. Gone forever. I've seen them as cover. It's not cool. I mean, it was pretty cool, but... Fade bolts. Ooh, what does he have? Bell tolls. Applies quietus. And deals high stagger damage and applies weakened. Great. You gonna get a third ability eventually, or...? Say you're lagging behind everyone else's skill development. It's just a little surprising. Alright. Any goodies? Any goodies for me? I'm up here now. Why, you might ask? Good question. Good question. I like these little decorative hexagons. It's very nice. I do need a potion. Yummy. Alright. That looks interactable. As does that, but we won't mention it. What's back here? Surprise! I wish I could dodge through bars. Some sort of misty step situation. Or barring that, a sort of Brock step. Yeah. Yeah, it's a Pokemon TV series joke. You have a problem with it? Emmerich, I found your bedchambers. It's very warm. What have you been doing in here? Not that I can't guess, you naughty boy. Oh, Lace. Thanks, Lace. Gorgeous. Also gorgeous, in a different way, in more of a imminent death sort of way. Still gorgeous.
This magic, it drains everything around it.
Echoes of the despair spirits, misery devouring itself. We should keep our distance.
Roasty
If
black
provoked,
coffee
these
for today's
manifestations
stream.
will shatter.
Craving a little harsh acidity in my lips. If anyone would like to take advantage. It seems icy cold in there. I don't know if I'm wearing thick enough leggings to withstand such a burr. Don't touch it. Don't touch the icy. Okay. Curious. Maybe I could have just snuck through the entire place, but here we are. Stop dodging. Your invisibility does not stop me. So, you'll probably get more XP if I burst all of these. Or we could just easily run to the other side without bursting any of them and be fine. Oh! I'm a little hoe for XP. Let's do it. So far, so good. Just like what happened to the hobbits at the Barrow Wights. Except I'm clothed? It's just like what happened to the hobbits, except that I'm clothed. A backwards dash. Still broke the pot. I like it. Alright. I could have missed an item on one of these upper levels. Let me quickly take a peek. Yep, there we go. A probably unnecessary item. But my Scrooge McDuck-esque greed will not be satiated. Ancient illustration. These stylized symbols represent the forking of thought. What? Rude. Consciousness, will, finality, and time, all favorite subjects of Navarra's greatest necromancer philosophers. I like the idea of that subclass. Yeah, fork you too, then. I like the idea of multi-classing into a necromancer philosopher. That sounds hot. Final batch? Question mark? The double! I love it when I get a full double.
Quickly!
Where'd you go? Alright. Should have free reign of the hallway now. Big ornate door to traverse. Chest on the far side. Ah, there's one more. One more batch. One more murder of silly billies. As I believe is the appropriate group label. There's a positive murder of silly billies in here.
For sure.
Enfeeble your soft ghost ass. I leapt for the curious stone. Investigate? Don't progress. Don't you progress. Just investigate. I mean, I'm too scared. I'm gonna get this chest first. Don't you progress! Can never be sure. The precious decay. All necrotic damage all the time, baby. Probably stay with my ranged attack. Despite losing the the great Shakespearean reference, I will swap it out.
Strange. This door shouldn't be here.
Should it
Shouldn't
not?
it?
The Necropolis rearranges itself every so often.
You wanna try it? You curious? We could try it. Help me push. Help me push. Emmerich. Fine. Go back to your door that you're positive exists. I never get to do what I want to do. Just in case. Flawless crystal and imperial weave. I knew it would be worth it. I knew it would be worth all the bruises on my kidneys. Strange that.
I'll need a wisp. This is locked too. And I didn't see any wisps around.
Then I shall call for aid.
You can do that? Could you have done that the whole
Do this
time?
without a wisp.
They've answered. We'll need to guide the wisps who've just arrived to the door.
Okay. Sure. Do these cold spots respawn? I'm fairly certain we broke that one. Fairly certain.
It's a fight then.
Should have waited for them to be grouped up. Should have waited. Yoinked from life. Or at least from undeath. Hey, Wisp.
Those wisps really came just because you asked.
They care for us, Rook. Our ever-loyal friends amongst the dead.
Aw, that's sweet. That's sweet, and I love it. Alright. It is not pointing out the wisps to me anymore, so we'll go off of my memory of where wisps
Here's
may
our
be.
second wisp.
These are way different than some of the wisps in Arlington.
I should like to meet some one day.
I don't know, Professor. Your wisps seem less, dangerous.
Oh, do I need to...
There's the last wisp.
I seem to remember like a loading
Let's return
screen
to the
tip or
door.
something about wisps cannot go a certain distance away from their origin point and will return. There's your spot. Whew. Used to be a timed thing based on that blinking out. So we'll go retrieve our friend again. Sorry I took so long. Good to know for what I'm sure will be more complicated wisp-based puzzles. Based puzzles in the future. Don't touch the icy! Rook immediately touches the icy. I asked for one thing. I never get what I want.
Well done. Past these chambers, we'll find some assistance with reaching the bell.
Alright.
Despair is far more pervasive than I'd thought. We must stop who's ever drawing these...
The Divine's hat. Boop. Looks like a kumquat. But I'll believe you that it's not, and is in fact a hat.
You think a person's behind all the despair demons?
Oh yes. Mortals are their prime attraction.
People typically are the greatest source of despair. Whether it be through their presence or their absence. And speaking of abs, Emmerich, can I get you out of that waistcoat, or... Who's this? Who the hell be this death chill mage? Try not to activate reinforcements yet. That's too deep? Too deep for me to be in? Okay. I push you into the water. Stab you in the belly. I put my hand into a bunch of goo that a moment ago was your best friend's face. Where this is coming from. It's not the time. Ow, you did it intentionally. Great job. Really good. Really good tactics. I arrived just in time to take the full blast to my chest. Sounded very sensual the way I phrased it, for which I do not apologize, I guess. I thought about it. I do wish I had like a quick melee dagger slash when necrotic weapons are activated. It feels like I should be able to fling necrotic acid in like a short range. You know, dagger thing, whatever you call it. A fling. Why did I pick up an eyeball? Why? Emmerich, I blame you for this. So, you live around here, or? Not sure why my face gets so itchy when I'm flirting, but it really does. Do you like that? Do you like that in a potential lover? That's my kink. Ooh, you have an itchy face. Alright, I mean, we may as well just... We may as well. Maybe these ones don't summon more, and are just there to provide chill-based, explosions as needed. Fair enough. Don't go in the water! Don't you recite the deep magic.
How do we get rid of all these despair demons?
Their source is near the bell you saw earlier. Ringing it will banish them, but we must find who lured them there in the first place.
Who lured them there? I thought this was your house. Why are you allowing people in your basement that would lure a despair demon to us? What kind of company do you keep, Emmerich? Oh, it's so slippery, like you wouldn't believe. Huh. Almost close enough for that. Alright. Make our way across the gap. And then jump wildly to the left.
Tell me, Rook, where are you from?
I grew up in Tevinter.
Our cousins
God,
in
I
Magecraft
fucking
to
wish
the
things
north.
would jump
You
wildly
must
to the
tell me
left.
about your journeys once we're above ground.
Alright. Seems like the extent of it. Proceeding up the cliff. I definitely saw something else shiny. There it is. Olace. Very short jump. I didn't think I'd need to put much pepper on it, but apparently I was wrong. Ah. Lovely. A fine Orlesian vessel. And a Minrothis citizen's outfit. With green accents? I'm in. Oh god, I'm in. Probably gotta get to my wardrobe before I can see it. Alright, one more quick check, though I'm sure it's pointless. I went right up the... Sorry, Balara, excuse me. Right up the cliff here. I just want to make sure there's no platform. Good. You guys just posing? Putting on a little impromptu fashion show for me? So the getting across to there. From this beam? Yeah. Voluminous notes. The long-sought notes of one of Navarra's most famous spirit summoners. Some whisper that Eglantine Feldevar still wanders the Fade, though she died 60 years ago. It doesn't necessarily mean she couldn't still wander the Fade. I'm quickly realizing I don't know what the kumquat looks like. I don't either. In my mind, whatever that sexy little hat was is what I imagine a kumquat to look like, but I should probably Google it before I get myself into a right embarrassment at a party when I'm like, that looks like a kumquat. Oh, everyone's looking at me as though I'm foolish. That's just my typical experience at a party, though, so it's not like it can be changed. Emmerich, could you use some sort of gusty breath to blow this sand away from the door? Is that a service you offer? Do you blow? Won't even dignify it with a response. Or should he?
Ah, here we are. This is where we'll learn who summoned these despair spirits.
But how?
You must open yourself to possibilities while in the Necropolis. Would you mind lighting those braziers, Rook?
I would not at all. You can have a chittering signet ring while I'm at it. There you go, my love. Oh, so now suddenly I can light braziers?
It's best we unchain it quickly.
What's it do exactly?
The sunken star will
Check
drive
out
away
this
despair.
side.
Any malicious spirit that hears
I'm very
the
curious.
ringing
I
of
was
the bell will be banished to the Fade.
kind of expecting to see a way back there
That'd be
from
helpful
the other
in
side.
Arlathan, but I bet it only works here, doesn't it?
How would
Quite
one get in
correct.
there?
The bell would be inert outside the Necropolis.
Still, I bet the principles could be replicated.
I don't think we should try to replicate the principles. It's gonna be like a too many cooks in the kitchen situation if we have a bunch of principles running around. Menacing plaque. Judgment lies with the dead. It's not tremendously menacing as plaques go. Could be saying like, you lie with the dead. Now that would be menacing. Ha! Oh, I didn't activate it while I slid my butt across the top.
Approach the body and we'll begin.
Whose body? Any old body? Wait, one more thing to check. I'm sorry, Emmerich. I know you're in desperate need of my assistance for this ritual. Alright. I'm here for you. Ah, does he wear the tiny hat? I hope we can get him to.
By seal and flame, who brought despair in our midst?
It's heaving.
Despair? Who brought it here?
Those rat bastards.
The Venatori. Of course. This way, please.
Alright.
What did you just do?
The colloquial term is corpse whispering, a gift that manifested with my magic.
Hot.
Wow, that's amazing.
Honestly, I've no idea how the other Watchers navigate the Necropolis without it.
Seems like a necessary skill, really.
Shh.
I have to
I
imagine,
think I hear someone.
since that gate is so similar to the one back where that chest is locked, that when I come back here and it's not the first time companion recruitment mission, that sand will probably be gone and there will be a wisp plinth there for me.
We wasted 3 slaves in those traps. If that hand of glory burns down,
Looking forward to it. Drive out the Venatori. I'm here to take names and kick names.
We found those Venatori.
They have no place in these halls.
Denied. Brought friends. Hi, friends. How dare you block my spinning back kick? Oh, stop blocking me. Hold on. You. Miss. Fine. Were you two just canoodling? Some sort of Venatori Congress? Yep. I see a group of you. Oh, and you're fresh down
What are
into
the
the mist.
Venatori after? Gold?
It's not what I intended, but it was super cool.
Raw magic. Their first envoys were obsessed with gathering power for some new masters.
Ah, I'll fill you in on them later.
Oh, we know who the new masters are. I regret to inform you. How do you feel about hugely powerful, evil, elven gods? You feeling good about it, or... Don't jump off into the mist. Don't follow the Venatori captain. Smiling visage. Okay. Protected from the other side? Yeah. Yeah. Okay. And then this away we go.
That will falter. Ranged incoming.
What am I looking at here? What is this seething mass of cloth?
They crumble in our sight.
Will Fordbrook.
I tried to block his unblockable technique. Twice in a row. I'm trying to get better at remembering to parry stuff. So squelchy.
Well.
Oof.
Down one more to spare, demon. That's the last of
All
them.
right.
I see someone by the crates.
I don't think they're Venatori.
Who? Who are you looking at? Who is in Venatori? Give me a moment. Hi.
This looks interesting.
A spirit labyrinth? I didn't know they'd learn to make
A
miniature
what
ones
now?
into Winter.
What does that do? Does it just make it complicated to navigate your spirit? Gone to the upper chambers to investigate a noise. With luck, it's only one of those lumbering Nevadan corpses. What a sight! Throw my body to the flames like we do in the rest of the civilized world. Hi.
Hello? Did the Venatori bring you here?
They said I'd spilled the wine too many times. That I'd be a better sacrifice than slave.
You are in Navarra, sir. There are no slaves on our soil. Please remain here. After we've seen to the rest of the Venatori, I'll send for someone to escort you above.
Oh, all right.
Don't you go anywhere. It's dangerous.
Those Venatori dragged that man down here just to die.
The Watchers will shelter him. We'll inquire if he has any family in Minrathous.
I know people in Minrathous who would help with that. Just say the word.
Thank you.
Nice.
We'd welcome the assistance. As for the Venatori, what remains of them will be put to work.
In the mines, I imagine? Once you've stripped the flesh from their saucy little bones.
The Sunken Star can help us if we break the Venatori's chains.
Right.
That's my plan. Even before I knew whether that would be safe to do or the goal that we all had in mind, I was going to break the chains. Get out of here, chains.
There's one chain.
Excellent.
Kill them all, but save the limbs.
Get in here. Get in here with your friends.
Got it.
Hey. Once more. More Rain of Decay than you could possibly imagine. Very good at blocking while you're being savaged by arrows from above. Didn't expect that.
Well, nicely done.
I hope you guys can't hear my
There's a fight ahead.
tummy a-grumbling. It is a-grumbling.
Fight forever.
Distract him! Distract him now! Ah, I took his crystals. They're inside of me.
Thank you, Emmerich.
At your service.
Right in your feet. Right in your feet below the shield. I wanted to get rid of that ranged enemy first, but now I wish they were around to gather up some hits so that I could do a Rain of Decay. Kind of hard to get past these guys. That's not enough hits for a Rain of Decay? Are you sure? There we go. Alright, everyone hold still. Beautiful. We got it. Alright, one more. Suspiciously quiet. Care to explain yourself? Probably go back and look for other health vases that I missed on my way through. On the off chance I missed one on the way through. So I did not realize how desperately low I had become in fighting shield dudes. Looks pretty cleared out. No health vases for me. Ah. Worth it? Question mark? For a polished plate? Yep, I guess I'm as healthy as I'm going to get. Thank you anyway. I love this game. I'm having such a fun time playing it. It is quite the necessary adventure. For me currently. Look what they provided. Emmerich, no! Oh, God! Bellara, what do we do now? It's just you and me. Okay, we'll follow. Hey, Emmerich, you're alive. Wasn't expecting that. Health vase. Excuse me. Good, good. Alright, what do we get?
Be ready. The ritual to wake the bell will draw Despair's attention.
And any more Venatori?
I'll need you to keep them occupied while I work.
Mm-hmm. At your service. Standing by any time, day or night, waiting to service you. Which direction do you suppose?
There's the Venatori.
Looks like we're doing this.
How dare you?
How are we doing, Emmerich?
Are you dancing? Are you dancing like a summer breeze?
The Venatori brought demons.
Typical of them.
Okay. Ouch. So close. Die! Good. Good, thank you.
Look! Behind you!
Interrupted. You get over here. Get over here with your friends.
We're halfway there.
beautiful.
Rage demon!
That made me feel partially competent. Oh no, Rage Demon, it's over. I don't feel confident.
Rage!
Or competent. You shouldn't be able to stand in the icy breeze. It's like cross-contamination or something. What? You could turn into a meteor like General Radon. Alright, throw everything we have at him. In a desperate hope. No! Flameo. Bring your back. You're apparently not very weak back. Ah, what a strong back you have.
I'm ready.
Emmerich, now what?
Now, the grand
Where are you?
shows itself.
For sure.
Beautiful.
Those despair demons are just gone.
Pretty impressive.
Thank you, but come, let's ensure these cultists didn't leave anything dangerous behind. I'll ask our attendants to gather their bodies later, of course.
Oh no, I'm so sorry. Breaking up dogfights. You sunk into a fugue state last night and played Slime Rancher until past midnight. Wonderful choice. When the cat harassed me, wondering why we went in bed on work night. Just trying to play some Slime Rancher over here. What's with all the harassment? Okay. Most of these side passages look like a return later to fully explore, so I'm not going to be too worried about that. Don't want to get any Venatori loot, especially if it's 54 gold pieces, as well as this. A rare arcane staff. Do it. Equip the Guardian of the Abyss. Sorry.
And this is a severed hand.
It can't be. A hand of glory?
A glory hand.
Venatori should never have this. I must find out where it came from.
Whose hand, you mean, or just like geographically? Oh, we have gotta stop meeting like this. Do you think it's fate, or maybe one of us has a crush that we haven't been completely honest with the other about?
Let me know when you'd like
He
to
is
return
so
to the chambers
stately.
above.
What a lovely man. I think we're clear. As long as we can come back here later. Depart immediately. Yeah, let's go.
Let's get back to the lighthouse.
You can tell me why you've sought out a Fade expert on the way?
Just putting together a team of cute boys. No big secret.
I know it's a lot, but I swear we've seen the blighted elven gods ourselves.
It would explain recent oniric disruptions.
Any communication beyond just a low moaning wail is a huge success, in my opinion, right now. So do not worry. You are loved and understood, no matter how you choose to communicate.
The least. The implications of what Rook's witnessed are... Ah, thank you, Manfred.
Manfred? What a little cutie. Who's this? Tea? That's so nice.
No one ever brings me tea after a slog through a haunted crypt.
My assistant,
Balara.
Manfred. Always
It's not your
thoughtful.
job.
You spoke of danger to the Fade.
Sexy.
The elven gods plan to tear it wide open to get to the Blight. And they've already messed with it. Demons, tears in reality. Our team needs a Fade expert.
Many
And a
watchers
butler,
never depart
if
Navarra.
I'm being honest.
But with events so dire,
I'd be delighted to assist.
It has been many years since you left us.
Well, yes, but elven gods.
I wish I sounded
ancient
sexy and was made of
magics.
smoke.
I couldn't bear miss this. Besides, I've spent my life exploring the Fade and speaking to spirits. If Rook needs an expert, none are better qualified than I.
Just keep the necromancy safe. No limits. You can do dangerous necromancy in my home. Promise you'll bring Manfred. Yes.
Only
Yes,
if your
please.
assistant's coming.
Manfred? But of course.
He's
Welcome
got a
aboard.
butt. Of course.
Wonderful. I'll gather my things. Come, Manfred.
In fact, we're looking at it right now. We're looking at the pelvis portion of his butt. I love Manfred immediately,
Necropolis
yes.
was at peace again. And Emmerich was
These are
off
so
to
cool.
a new adventure.
Illustrations.
But in Navarra, nothing stays down for long.
Especially not the porridge,
The Venatori had unearthed something no one should have,
because it's poisoned.
and delivered it to the worst possible person.
Oh no.
Emmerich's journey would soon bring him face to face with the gloaming lantern.
Well, that sounds familiar. Necromancy and a rare, mysterious magic lantern? I have no experience with these things. But don't worry. It's gonna be Arkwright.
What the Venatori ultimately intended with their incursions into the Necropolis worries me. Whether or not it was directed by the gods, the timing serves them well. Chaos, I fear, is their ally.
with this, Demeter's Crossing and the Blighted Dragons, and everything else we're all dealing with, feels like we're at war. A lot of little wars.
Yes, we are at war. That has happened. That's reassuring.
So instead of one giant fight, we have a lot of smaller ones. I bet that won't make things any easier.
The gods have made bargains with the worst people in Thedas, offered them all power. And it's not as though the Ontom or Venatori would care about the price.
What a sexy team
So
we
how
put
do
together.
we fight back then?
We don't have
A
an
gorgeous
army,
table this
but
is.
we do have allies, like the Veil Jumpers.
After Demeter's Crossing, it's personal for them.
The Shadow Dragons. I should have earned my way back into their good graces after we saved Minrathous.
Tarquin won't ever admit it, but he was impressed.
Yeah.
Also,
No, he was
Lady Morrigan requested a meeting at the Cobbled Swan
Done.
in Minrathous.
Instantly
Could she have
done.
found some trace of the gods?
Probably. Morrigan doesn't visit crowded taverns for fun.
I also heard from
Is there
great
any
wardens
chance she'd
out in
visit
the
my
Hossberg
bedchambers for
wetlands.
fun, or
Antoine and Evka.
you think also no?
Something strange is happening with the Blight there. I bet it involves the gods.
Tell me more. How's the first warden?
The first warden didn't seem impressed the last time we met.
I heard he told you to piss up a rope.
Will he be in the
And he told me it was
wetlands?
raining.
I don't keep track, but he can't stop you from asking a few questions, if we're fast enough.
Any specifics?
Any details on the blight in the wetlands?
Antoine said he didn't write it down.
Why not?
Either he didn't trust someone else wouldn't read the note, or he didn't want us to panic.
Well, that's all we got.
Gillenane has laid low since we hurt her dragon, but the blight spreads rot wherever the gods go.
And no one's better at tracking Blight than wardens.
Morrigan and those wardens feel like our best leads on finding the gods.
Are they really gods? Or just ancient mages? It's not clear.
They're gods. In their power and wrath, at least.
Lucanus, welcome back.
Lucanus, you're back.
Cheek kiss?
I am.
Are we not there yet? Let me introduce you. We got some new members.
A couple of new people have joined the team since you've been gone. This is Professor Emmerich Volkaren. He's our Fade expert. And Tosh, our dragon hunter.
Hey.
Charmed.
Right. Not everyone is met.
So, a dragon hunter. Treviso could have used you.
What's happening there?
It's just... people blame you for what happened to Treviso, Rook. But they did not have to make that choice, knowing what the gods are capable of. There was no recall. Still, it changes things. How could it not?
But you're back with us?
Yes, here to stay.
Glad to hear it. Thank you for coming back. I don't mean that as a joke. So maybe just I appreciate it. No joke.
Good to have you back. Whatever the circumstances. Everyone needs to be part of this. That's the only way we'll win.
After what they did to Treviso, I want these gods to fall. I don't see anyone else with a better chance than you. My blade's yours. Until the end.
Great.
Into the very fires of Mordor?
I'll let Lady Morrigan know we're ready to meet.
Please do.
I'll send word to Antoine and Evka. They're holed up in a town called Lavendel.
Everyone else should rest up. Be ready to move when I call.
Lavendel is like the prettiest town name I've ever heard in all me days.
Never easy, is it,
I want
kid?
to go to there.
What do you mean?
Making the big choices, then living with the consequences.
Yeah, it shouldn't be easy.
I don't think it ever should be easy. As soon as it gets easy, you're not the right person to make those decisions. It needs to be hard. That's how you know you're taking it seriously.
And that's why I recruited you, Rook. You get that. Not everyone does. Anyway, you've got a meeting with Morrigan to attend, and dealing with whatever the Wardens found. All this chatting is taking it out of me. Think I'll rest for a bit.
Please
Good
do.
work, Rook.
My
You'll find your way through this.
bedchambers are
I
open
know it.
to you. I need to go meditate with Solus later, if you just want to maybe disrobe and wait for me on the couch. That'd be great. Drawing on his necromantic powers, Emmerich banished the despair demons infesting the shrouded halls and drove out the invading Venatori. Learning that malevolent ancient gods are causing chaos in the Fade, the professor joined the team to help stop these mystical threats to creation. Unbeknownst to him, the Venatori plot is the beginning of a chain of events that will lead Emmerich to a dark figure from his past. Ooh. I can only get so excited. Companion hardened. Lucanus is hardened after experiencing... what? Experiencing the blighted dragon attack in Treviso. Lucanus is less trusting and more self-reliant. His damaging abilities are increased, but he will no longer use supportive abilities, and relationship progress is slowed. Jeez, that is a high price to pay. And I'm assuming it would happen to Nev had we chosen otherwise. So one of your companions is now just really difficult to get to know and to get to trust you. But the combat aspect of that, no support abilities, is a really interesting aspect of it. All right, that's all the companions. Perfect. It sure is a room chock full of sexy motherfuckers. My wetlands have increased. There's got to be a better way to say it. Book club notes? Attending Emmerich, Bellara, Harding, Nev. Book The Hallowed Halls by Marcellus Ingenvinus, chosen by Bellara. Notes taken by Bellara. How cute. He's just arrived and he started a book club. I love this man. Emmerich, frustrated that Book was not accurate about how undead actually work, agreed that the romance subplot had the pleasing air of a classic tragedy. Nev is pretty, and she's also sure that the book was based on one of her old cases, refused to elaborate further on the romance subplot. Oh, Nev. Keeping it close to the chest. Harding felt it was too long, and lacked excitement, kept scowling and asking, "Where's the blood?" Bellara, that's me, enjoyed that enemies to lovers featured heavily in the story, but found the undead a little creepy. We rolled dice to decide, and Harding is the next person to choose a book. Pick one of Varric's. Pick one of Varric's! I can't wait to hear their notes on the next book. Alright. I'm standing on the table in my dirty, dirty boots, covered in bone dust and Venatori blood. Let me make sure nobody in the main tower has words for me. Aha! Emmerich? This is the music room. Maybe there's now a open door here to a new room. I was about to say Emmerich has taken the music room, but not quite. Just next door, it seems. Gotta talk to Davrin. And that seems to be everybody, though why are Nev and Harding... Or Ballara, my apologies. There you are, Harding. Why are Nev and Ballara in the kitchen? Canoodling, no doubt. But first, to the music room. Which is lower level. There we are.
Dweller.
What? A helper waits within. Is it Emmerich? Oh, hey, helper. What are you doing in here? Okay. Emmerich, I need you to create another wisp. Between the facing gods. Is that one of the 3 sets of statues outside? Or is there like a mural of facing gods in here somewhere? Maybe the statues. Ah, we don't need to go through the music room to get to Emmerich. It's just the upper level door. I see. Hey, Emmerich.
A 3rd edition of the
library.
I didn't even know it had editions.
Oh, it's much improved with the
We're in the kitchen, Ballara.
Please, borrow it if you'd like.
I'd love to. Oh, Rook, you probably wanted to say hi.
Hi.
Thanks, Professor.
You don't have to leave.
You look moved in.
You can stay,
Just a
Ballara.
few essentials. Manfred was a great help with the boxes. What a fascinating place this
I love
lighthouse is.
Manfred.
What do you make of it?
Just shambling on by. It's amazing. It's beautiful and surprisingly comfy. It is better with more people. Better with you specifically. It's beautiful and surprisingly comfy. I don't know if I should. Everyone else I'm comfortable flirting with, but flirting with Emmerich, I will fall in love. I will. He lives in a library, and then it's like two steps, and we're smooching. It's too soon for me, Emmerich. But I will flirt with you.
I think I like it better with a necromancer in the place.
Do you?
Especially one with experience.
I must be sure to live up to expectations.
Did you get the tour yet?
Oh, I've been exploring, but I noticed a few
that
of the
went down
others
wrong.
taken aback by Manfred, and I overheard remarks about my skulls. My necromancy won't cause any undue worry, will it?
Oh, well, maybe a little. I think jokingly is a good way to handle it. You're gonna be fine.
No way!
Ugh.
But a few people...
Remember to swallow. Don't inhale. I love our bony little gremlin, yes.
Bull might not get it.
Oh, I'd hoped to make a good first impression.
You definitely did.
Laura's excited you're here. Everyone else just has to get to know you.
What'd you bring?
Please excuse me. Manfred and I should finish our inventory. Thank you
I thought
for
maybe
stopping by.
he prepared crudité. But it's a scroll. I see that now. So, most important question we could possibly ask at this point in the, grand scheme of things, the unfolding plot of mages and demons and ancient evil elven gods. Is Manfred romanceable? Chief concern. Alright, I gotta step away. I'm getting hot and bothered. Hey, Emmerich.
By the way, Rook, before I left, Myrna and Veilguard asked if we could assist with an outbreak of hauntings across Thedas. They also mentioned displaced wisps in the Necropolis. I'm not sure what's frightened them, but it bears investigation.
Hauntings and
does.
scared wisps?
It
Let's look into it.
bears
Thank
investigation.
You. We'll depart for the Necropolis whenever you're ready.
I'll be ready momentarily. Just let me change into some more tight-fitting pantaloons. Necropolis Hall's new exploration level. Must mean the sand has dissipated. Okay, great to know that's where Emmerich is. I think that's all the rooms on this upper level fully unlocked. Let's look around for 2 facing gods. And the second wisp we need to descend past the music room. Also did unlock, like, 1 new outfit at least. Let's check what we got for casual wear. We got this is new quick start leathers. Very sexy. We have Minrathis Citizen's outfit Nevada. I like the little pop of green on that. Not like daddy green, just like a pop of green. Orchestrator's long coat. Oh! Sorry. I'm wearing it. That's good stuff. They've seen me coming. Save the changes. Save the changes, do. Alright. Love it. Love it. The only thing that could possibly be better is if it also came in a jet black. Then I could pretend that I'm in the Matrix. Yep. So I'm going to check the elven statues first, as those are the only facing gods I'm currently aware of, but there's 3 different sets of them. And it has to be close enough to the music room that I can actually bring the wisp back before it dissipates, so it's a bit of a tall order. But that's exactly where I hoped it would be. Ow! To the music room. Don't you dissipate. Haha! So what does this say? Another helper awaits above, between the facing gods. Thank you. Whoa. That is not what I expected to find. You're right. Peter, with you, it's always Daddy. It's always Papa Green. What? Just because I have daddy issues doesn't mean it's always about... Just because I also have mommy issues doesn't mean... Leaving the lighthouse. Only a few sentences in this ancient book are still decipherable. Scattered now. The great enemy has vanished, but so has the dread wolf. After rebellion there is a cry for reconciliation, not only with those we fought, but with those who stood aside and must now justify their passivity. There is no justification for your passivity. There are empty rooms, but it is now the emptiness of peace and not of the fallen. We know these halls will be kept by... Close out these pages. I gaze at the beating heart of the lighthouse, fed so long with hope, and offer one last morsel. I am the last. When I depart, it will be into a world I do not understand, but I face a dawn without the Evanuris, and that is enough. Activate. Remember those things from Inquisition. But I forget what their purpose was exactly. It's become very bright in here. Ooh, has it repaired?
Dweller, it is whole.
Nice.
Restored.
Workshop upgrades discounted. Awesome. Caretaker's workshop can also be upgraded. I love the idea of getting, like, solving little puzzles in headquarters to slowly restore things. This is awesome. Is there a door here? If I believe hard enough, will there be? Well, if you're not gonna let me have the door there, I'm not going back through the portal. Ow! You tested for fall damage and survived. That's a fun achievement. They saw me coming. Now I'm being blackmailed. Womp womp. What's this? Command armor. I guess this chest got lost in the fade and someone shepherded it to our doorstep. Is it just me? Very appropriate to have something shepherded to you on November 7th. Is it just me, or does the armor look somehow familiar? Like something an old friend would wear? Tell me more. Aha! Spectre of battles past, the paragon of leadership, the command helmet. Spectre. Paragon. Oh, I love N7 Day. What a treat. What a treat this is. Show me more. How does it compare to my current armor? It's not real. It's just aesthetic. Okay, that's probably for the best. Do a quick check on the damage. Or rather, the defense levels of all of my options. This isn't bad, but it's also golden. Seems a little gaudy, if I'm being honest. So I'll stick with this for now. Yep. Though I would like as much defense as I can get my greedy little hands on. That one is just flat out better, even though it's green versus blue. I do have my charged attack damage. That's really helped me out, though. Alright, to the wardrobe, then? To the wardrobe. Gotta check out cool Mass Effect armor. What a treat. I wasn't expecting that. Alright. Paragon of Leadership. Beyond the Stars. Neat. Simple sort of warrior's outfit. Spectre of Battles Past. Yep. Yep, no, that's what I desire in a coat. And in a set of armor. And then it was like a helmet, right? Do save. Which I will probably never be caught dead wearing, but I would like to see Helm of Light and Shadow, Warden Wings, Silverite, Autumn, Mask of the Blood Dragon. I am not seeing it. Smiling Visage. I do want to see what this looks like. Ooh! It's got real teeth in it. Alright, I thought it was a helmet, but maybe I'm mistaken. Command helmet. I went right past it so many times. Nice. It's so cool to have some Mass Effect inspired things. Alright, definitely wearing that in battle. I'll keep my casual wear the same so we can swap in and out of 2 different long coats. My ultimate dream ever since I was a young boy. Switching out of 2 different coats. Unattainable, but I can dream. So, I wanted to check Nev and Balara in the kitchen, if indeed they are still there. Let's also upgrade this while we have the chance, so that we find better quality equipment.
Spreads here.
seek its roots.
Nice. Mm-hmm. Let's check if they're still in the kitchen or if that was just a mirage. Just a mirage. No friends conversating here. But we do have new mail. Food inventory. Things we have. From Solus, lots of salted meat. That's what I want from Solus. We're not sure what kind of meat. It's definitely not challah. Large quantity of raisins, seemingly untouched. Several jars of honey. From us, fresh meat of all types. Several varieties of cheese from Nev. Flour from me. Salt from me. Fresh rolled noodles from Harding. Do we know who wrote this? Ballara. So Ballara brought the flour, the salt. Fresh rolled noodles from Harding. Some kind of paste made out of peppers and oil. Yummy. Casks of fresh wine, a large tub of coffee beans, small jars of very expensive coffee beans from Lucanus, breaded sticks of cheese. Bringing that mozzarella dip. Good on you, Tosh. Animal biscuits from Davern. Fresh bananas from Emmerich. Fresh bread from Ballara. A tub of butter from Ballara. Things that we need. Fresh milk, apples, more cooking oil, chocolate from Rook, and wine for the book club. I will requisition you so much chocolate and wine, it'll make your head spin. Probably worth checking my skills before I fall behind. Ow, my behind. I still need level 30 for these, so let's just go, yep. It's going to be a while before I'm 30. No sense saving them until then. I'm going to grab this one just in case. I know it said we can only have one specialization active, but now we'll have a path to it. And then we just need something temporarily useful in combat. Arrow regeneration, good. Affliction damage. If there's anything that's just like ranged damage, I'd probably take it. Bow damage, plus 10, let's say. When tool abilities expire, gain 3 arrows from the debris. Stagger would be good. Primers. Weak point damage. Damage versus armor. Also gives me charged bow. That one's very tempting. Light armor mastery. Exploding arrow. That's fun. So you like melee, stab, Legolas style with an exploding arrow. Hot. Riposte! That would be really good to have. Yeah, this would be really good to have. Also, what's this? Pilfer. Add insult to injury by swiping a potion when you slice up an enemy. Yoink. Got your posh. Lightning Flask also looks like a real good ability to work our way up towards. Real good ability, but I'm going to go for the Riposte for now. Riposte. Jump attacks guarantee critical hits. I've never been more excited. Okay, so, Ballara and Nev must be back in their respective homes. Davrin was the only other person who had, like, a conversation icon. Quickly check in with him. And my little boy, Asan. Hello, my little boy. I came to give you the schnurgles that you crave. Prepare yourself.
It looks like our boy Asan is feeling his
God,
oats.
I look good.
Or whatever griffins feel.
Rook, hot damn.
He's getting the hang of it. When he listens.
He seems to be able to handle himself so far.
You got lucky the Gloomhowler didn't tear you to pieces, boy. You wait for my command. We attack together. Then we can kill stuff like that.
Well, at least he's learning.
The instincts kick in. Griffins see darkspawn and it's a fight to the death, like wolves hunting deer. Just need to corral it.
It's on site with these deer. He looks so cute. So cute and tame. He is a perfect Grey Warden. But I'm glad I'm not a deer. That seems fun to say.
Never be a deer. Good to know.
Under any circumstances.
He'd probably leave them alone.
Probably?
You and I see a deer. Maybe he sees venison souffle. Every muscle in him, every talon, every feather, honed into a killing machine. Hassan's ancestors took on archdemons.
Oh, I believe it.
Like his name says, he's an arrow.
Half lion, half eagle, with the instincts of both, griffins will always be hunters.
Just like his daddy Davrin.
I suppose we are our nature.
Not sure about that?
Most of my life I've hunted the darker things in the world. But caring for a griffin? What do I know about that? Yet here I am.
That's not so bad, is it?
Not the path I expected. Makes me wonder about Hassan, his brothers and sisters, still young, pure.
You're worried?
I'm responsible for the future of every griffin alive. I want it to be a good one. These animals live to fight, but I wonder if there's another path for them.
It probably is for everyone, yeah.
I'd like to think everyone can find a new path. Even griffins.
Just wish I knew what it was.
Shaking his ears.
Doesn't every good parent?
What a cutie.
Parents. A scary word. I'm supposed to be his bodyguard.
What do you think you've been doing this whole time?
Trying to ignore it. If I get myself killed by a Hurlock, that's on me. If it's Hassan, I just don't want to mess it up.
I think that's where trust comes in. That Turlum idea you keep talking about? Trust Hassan to find his way. Don't force things.
He's headstrong.
Good thing you
Hey.
are too.
Stop talking about me like I'm not here.
Thanks for the chat.
Oh, big stretch. I love you both. I love my boys. I'm also going to check your back room. Still think it's a little greedy how big of a bed you chose. It's so nice. Can I share it with you? I guess Hassan needs room to curl up. That makes it perfectly natural. It's not too big of a bed at all for him and Hassan. Alright, anybody else have dialogue from me? I crave it. I crave your sweet voices in my ear canal. But no sweet voices. Alright. In that case, we have Morrigan and the Grey Wardens to meet for our next main quest. However, Tosh still has a companion quest, and I have to imagine Emmerich will soon, based on what he was saying about hauntings in the world. So, let's take Tosh and someone else. Super cool. Maybe Davrin. And head to Ravane. And maybe that will be our last little stop for the session. We still have a good 20 minutes. We'll see how long this takes. Who do I want with me? Emmerich is cool as hell. Both Emmerichs, please. I'll double up on that. Thank you. Alright, Tosh. Lucanus is back. And maybe it needs a little extra attention now if the rate in which his trust in me grows has been slowed significantly. Which might mean I need to take him out more often than everyone else to maintain decency between us. I kind of wish there was a like an easy visual way to see if these skills, why is this so hard to say? The skills will combo with each other. I imagine the color must match, but I'm really not sure. Because it's like I'm not thinking that Sundered is what either of her blue abilities apply, is where I get confused. But there's probably an easier way to tell that, without knowing the rock, paper, scissors of it all. Until we figure that out, I'm gonna bring Davrin. Seems like a good pairing somehow. Dragon Hunter and a Grey Warden. To the Rivain Coast. Maybe after this little interlude of side questery, we should make our priority being to find the rest of those wolf statues in the crossroads. Get it out of the way before we continue with the main quest. Welcome back to Rivain. It's been too long. I'm gonna get you, birds! No, I was fooling. I was just fooling. We still have a lot of this to explore. I think we only really did Tasha's recruitment quest with little exploration. So I'm looking forward to really digging into Rivain. Ignite!
Yep.
Oh, that was close to my back. Good job. Alright. We're in the fortress now. I knew it.
Another of those Fen Harel altars.
Which way, boy? Gotcha. Rivaini moonshine. Let's not tell everyone else at camp about this and share it now. Do you want to do your side quest wildly inebriated, Tosh? Is that cool? I hate keeping watch here. Tops doesn't believe me, but I swear that statue's eyes follow me at night. Why'd they build a castle around that thing anyways? I may be a city elf from Val Royeaux, but even I know that the Dreadwolf when I see him. Warden Mel Caravu. Ow, I slipped. Good. Alright, let's go try to find that wolf statue. It could be down there. I'm gonna check up here first, because it's gonna take longer to get back to. But it might be down on the beach. But I would hate to miss it if it's as simple as being right over here. Burst into existence for me! I beg of you. Alright. Let's be down on the beach. What's that?
Good. Needed some action.
Is that like a secondary pointer? Just not secondary at all. It is the end pointer. Really locked on to something in the water there. Get back here. Shooting bolts at me.
The Anton Navy have destroyed a lot of each other's ships. Good for salvagers, bad for sailors.
Tosh, you're so acrobatic. Truffles! That was not on our shopping list, but I will take it. Really looking for chocolate and wine for the book club. Templar's ritual kit. Prepared with dangerously blighted red lyrium. The box itself is weathered, but the tools within remain in pristine condition. Wrong side. I knew there'd be something over here. Could feel it in my butt. Tell Xenon this is the last time I'm taking this route. If he wants to have the rarest pears at the Black Emporium, he can get them himself. Avoiding the Kunari and the Raveni and the pirates is bad enough, but I think we're being followed by a dragon. See you soon, or never again. Depends on how angry the dragon is. What's this guy?
So, Tosh.
Who's this?
Dragon hunter of this outfit.
Yep.
Oh, some sort of cute little sea mole?
Seems our work's going to overlap.
No, it's not. I handle dragons. You kill monsters. And darkspawn.
Dragons are
I like
monsters.
Whatever they
What?
are.
No, dragons are natural. Been around longer than we have. Darkspawn and monsters are just Vashidon that came later.
Fair enough.
I like
but I'll
her.
handle any archdemons we meet.
I like her views on dragons.
Fine. But I get to help.
Dragons aren't monsters. We're guests in their world. Oh, what's this?
Want to take a look behind the waterfall? Sometimes there's treasure.
Tosh, you took the words right out of my butt. I really do. Alright, put the words back in my butt now. I'm getting cold. What? Why was that warming me? I have questions. Alright. We definitely explored this during our initial pass through. We came along this upper level. So we don't need to look too thoroughly there. Glad we scoured the beach. And we're back to Fortress Part 2.
Got company.
Sun and fire breath? That's probably short range. Long range. Nice. You with your little cannon. Alright. Let's get away from the big guy. Oh, get away from the big guy would be great. I slipped. Slipped so hard on the edge. Clothesline. You guys want to get him, or we're just gonna keep dancing? Aha. Good. Finally.
Dead now.
Really? Healthy boy. Cute.
Everybody good?
I'm glad we brought Asan for this mission so that he can see the regal bearing of his ancestors. Gross. What the hell went on here? Tosh? Do you know anything about this? Viago, since you said you already had weaponry covered, we've sent mostly alchemical supplies. This should give you what you need for those lovely little traps you've been springing on your new friends in Treviso. You can send your team to our agreed-upon drop spot at the waterfall in the cliff tops. Here's to causing trouble for the On-Tom wherever they are. Isabella.
These are the crows that were supposed to be picking up supplies.
Looks like they were ambushed.
Alright. Somebody's got a quest up there. Curious. We already have our zipline shortcut created, but I'm wondering how to get to this ladder that I see on the mini-map. Does not appear to exist indoors. Strangely. Doubt there's any way up from outside, so I'm kind of tempted to avoid the shortcut and just see if we have any other pathways up.
Hey.
Lost the ability
We
to
need
speak.
to talk about Hassan.
What'd he do now?
It's what you did. You're not feeding him right.
What are you talking about? That griffin eats better than I do. He had steak last night.
Yes. You're giving him too much meat. He needs more fiber.
He needs fiber.
And what makes you an expert on griffin dietary needs?
His poop smells wrong.
Never mind. Yet I asked.
Have you not been smelling his poop, Davrin? That would be a good way up, if only it had a lock upon it. We need to find our own way. To be fair, if that griffin is anything like a cat, it'll be taking up most of the bed. I'm sorry I'm so late to that comment. It's bold of you to assume that the humanoid gets to sleep in the bed. The critter is part cat. It can take up a California king and then some. Would that be like an Orlesian king in this universe? Alright, maybe it's a twin bed with some roommates. Don't worry, we're cool. So I'm gonna have to find my way up to that upper level to get to the ladder. I don't know how. It was Kataranda herself chased us in here. We got food and water for a day or two, but Jonas is hurt bad. I think she got Mirabelle. How does something that big come out from nowhere? Don't... Oh, don't make it dirty. Hi, joining the fray, all up in your back. Sturdy back, boy. Get over here. I don't think he's noticed us, still. Wow! The wide radius. Quick recover, and you've lost it. Lost the ability to do moves. The danger zone. Hi, Tom. Just wanted to flex. Show off next to you. Let you smell my pheromones. Do you like it?
Ready.
Not the way I presented it? Yeah, fair. That's fair. Came off a bit creepy. I see that now. Alright. We did sweep this place earlier, but I'm assuming little things you can pick up must respawn. So it's worth taking a small peek every once in a while. Exhibit A. Unless I just happened to miss exactly that and nothing else last time. Up we go. Imagine any of like the crafty materials like heartwood and pure ore at the very least respawn, even if it's not chests. It was really, really short what you done. I'm making this look graceful. Not a single ledge unbumped with my knee.
Okay, Tosh. Can't believe I'm asking this, but what's wrong with Hassan's spore?
They're watery and smell sour. He needs fiber to soak up water and keep his gut clean.
And you know how griffin spore should smell because...
I've smelled it in dragons who got injured and couldn't eat right.
Huh. Say you're right. What would you give him?
Apples, carrots, sweet potatoes, maybe pumpkin.
Yummy.
Hassan goes for meat and gingerwort truffles. Doesn't matter how hard I try. He doesn't like vegetables.
Nobody likes vegetables. He's still gotta eat them.
Just gotta eat his veggies. Otherwise his poop isn't gonna smell right. Who's that? Who? It's not a who, it's an unlit brazier. I'm gonna take a peek down here. This looks a little bit closer to that upper level we were trying to find. Braziers everywhere.
Some kind of puzzle with torches or fires or something. I get treasure out of it.
Curious. So many skulls. Is that the number of braziers? Let's see if one of the skulls lights up.
I'm on it.
Yeah, it does. Or it did. Very briefly. Okay. It didn't stay?
Got it.
Huh. That's weird. Do I need to upgrade my dragon fire? Else it will just burn out in a light breeze. Here's the ladder. Save us some time. And what's this? Give me a moment. Gotta eat my own vegetables before I get to the dessert. Alright. Warden Gray's final repose. Sharksmouth Fort, the Grey Warden. After agreeing that the Darkspawn are a threat, the Kunari sent their first Warden recruit. He had trouble living under the restrictions of his homeland, from what little we gather. He should fit right in with the rest of the Wardens. I don't know that he cares about the Warden ideals, but he's a great fighter. He passed the joining, and even helped kill an ogre coming up through the volcano. That sounds like one hell of a tale. Were you just, like, traveling through a volcano and killed an ogre, or was the ogre coming up through the volcano? The only thing left is to give him a name. The Kunari are normally just named after their jobs, he says, so we're calling him Gray for now. Added by Davrin. Always wondered when the Kunari first joined the Wardens. It's good to see even the Kunari took the blight seriously. Let's also look at my journal. Warden Gray's final repose. Find all notes. Cool. Just in the Ravane coast. I don't want to interrupt Tasha's side quest, but if some of these are like on the way to Tasha's and we could mark them, wish I could have both tracked at once. I'll stay on task and we'll track that one later. But very good to have it in my pocket. Here's that ladder. And a breakable wall. Actually, I probably should have stayed up there to break it. Because there's very little room down here. Hold me, Tosh. Protect me from shrapnel. Also move just a little to the... There we Perfect. Now we can get right in here. I really like how the levels open themselves up so far. It's very, like, FromSoft-esque shortcut system. Should have seen that coming. I totally forgot that that was a thing. Once again. Trapped chests, obviously a thing.
And another Fenarel altar.
Ooh. Gotcha. What is moving back there? Some sort of weird red energy signature or something behind the tree. Scour the peak. This is peak scouring. Seemingly nothing up here. So roughly north with a touch of west.
Wonder if they could spare a few waterfalls for the Anderfells.
Tom orders. The boss here attempt to help the boss in Treviso. I will not have the butcher complaining that I am hindering his efforts. Gillenane does not reward those who fail. Find the crows and these supplies and bring them to the Warden Fort. We will deliver both to the butcher to show that the Antom who serves Penshanek are worthy of greatness. Penshanek.
Looks like
Stop
the
it. Stop
Antom
pinching
got
my
supplies
neck.
that were meant for the crows.
What are you
need
doing?
to get those supplies back and pay back the Antom.
Alright, there's our wolf friend. Perfect. Why do these not stay lit? What am I missing about these?
Let's see.
Because obviously we can't, like, light them all within that time frame in order to get through over there. So it's like, do I need a small vial of alcohol or some kindling? I'm gonna use my enemy's bones as kindling. And then enjoy a small vial of alcohol. Here's that energy. Oh, spite!
What? How?
Don't question it, Tosh. Just run along the spinal bones. And skulls, I guess? None of those were spinal bones, but just run. I heard it this time. I heard it, and I was like, yep, let's move away. But not in time. I'm not in combat, I promise. I'm just actively being poisoned is all. Alright, I do want to make sure she has that equipped. Now that it is in epic status. Tosh? Looks like it's in epic status. Good. Just making sure. You do have skill points. Let me see here. Dragon Fire Strike is my favorite of hers, and the one that seems to combo most. Death from Above comboed with Tosh. Also deals high stagger, so maybe both of those for these guys. I feel as though I have to sneeze. I hope that muted it. Did you try turning the braziers off and on again? It's a good plan. Alright, sorry, my sneeze distracted me. Get back in here, spend these skill points. Tosh? You want Dragon Fire Strike? Dragon's Roar. Dragon Fire Strike. Boop. Boop. Good. And then Davrin. Can't tell if that was someone knocking on my door. Who would dare? Who would dare knock on my door unless it's a process server about all those murders? It's probably fine. It's gonna be fine. You've got a trinket. Put your worn whittler to good use, Davrin. How many times do I have to tell you? I can't wait to find more companion armors. I love playing dress up with my companions, as I'm sure you well know. So yes, death from above. Needs a little love. And let's also put one into a Sun Strike. Yeah! Give my Griffin boy some skill points. Or could it be a courier delivering a request to commit some more murders from a mysterious rich benefactor? I could only dream. I could definitely use the money. Alright. Bit of a cliff top firing range. We have a lot of trees in the way. A lot of not necessarily helpful trees. I don't see any more through the mass of not very helpful trees. I suppose there's nothing stopping me from going down and looking at it from the other side, but I sure would like to stay up here, if possible. It felt like there were like three lines this way, so I'm assuming... Ah, right in front of me. Right in front of my face. Good. Alright. I think we peeked under the bridge last time. But golly, I'm greedy again. Greedy to mug this bridge troll and take the day's earnings. What? Yes, we read that. We read about the gusting. Don't you worry. Still haven't even reached, like, the beginning of Tasha's quest. Quite a bit of travel this time around.
Hey, I think you were right about Hassan's gut issues. I got him to start eating carrots. He seems to have more energy.
Good.
He also crapped out some orange spore the size of a dinner plate in Emmerich's room.
How do you know that?
Nice!
We haven't been home.
Good, Griffin.
Good, Griffin. We haven't been home since she told you about the poo-poo issues. How did you check Emmerich's room? Do you have, like, security cameras? No, I won't question it. My disbelief is suspended. Alright, here's the actual start of the quest. But what have we back there? Multiple chests and another quest entirely. Tempting. Stay on task. Hey. Tosh is taking some time on the beach to blow off steam, figuratively and literally. This quiet moment offers a chance to get to know her better. Lead on. What a beautiful scene.
Some for you. Some for you.
Birdseed?
Hey, don't be a dick. That was for the little one. Stupid birds.
This is a fun side of you. Feeding birds. We could be relaxing. Why isn't that a flirt option? Why doesn't that one have the heart? We could take off all this heavy, heavy armor and just...
I wasn't expecting...
What?
I don't know. You with the birds, this is fun.
Oh. Good.
Can I help?
A lingering glance. Oh my.
Sometimes I practice with the fire out here. It's safer. No people around. Lots of water.
Is it
Just in
magic
case.
or...
It's not magic. My mother says the Kunari used to be closer to dragons. Something in our blood.
The Antom called you a Dari?
Yeah. Old Kunari word for fire breather. A few like me are born every generation.
But
My mother
everything
thinks
changed
Adari were meant for something special.
when the Adari
She's always
attacked.
looking through the old texts for clues. Come on. Don't want to scare the birds.
You couldn't scare the birds when I'm wearing this outfit. Caw-caw,
My
caw-caw,
mother
just one of
left
the
Kyun not
birds
far
here.
from here. She got herself
Give me some
transferred
of
to
that
Kontar
seed.
from Parvalin. Smuggled me there and then walked out.
I thought Kontar was well fortified. How did she escape with the child?
Kyun isn't a prison. People can leave if they want.
Sorry, Tosh, I'm coming. What a lovely time you've chosen for us to have our date. I mean, adventure. Bird seed for the good boys.
You little guys hungry?
Tosh approves.
Do you miss living under the Kyun?
Not much to miss. I was a baby. My mother misses it.
Do you miss being a
She
baby?
was an Ashkari back then. A scholar.
Why'd she leave?
Me.
Why am I... 1 second, I can fix this. Now that I think about it, I'm glad we got to make that bird joke, but I don't have my modifier on to wear my new Mass Effect armor. Boop. Now we're talking. I really like it. I really like this one a lot. I may be wearing this the entire game, even though it's just a promotional item. Should really stay near Tosh. There's just so many cool things to find and get and do. Alright, all that way. I do kind of wish it had lines going out all the way to the thing so you could, like, track them down. But I'm just getting greedy. Make sure there's nothing behind this wall. Which there is seemingly not. You promise? Alright then. Where are the rest? Sorry, birds. I'll be with you in just a moment. Just a mo. Just some mint. There it is. Why are you walking so slowly, Rook? Did I do something wrong to offend you? Back to the birds.
There's enough for all of you.
Feed the birds. Toppins.
Shathan was worried about what the
Toppins.
Kunari would do with a fire breather like me.
What would they do?
She said they'd have me put in the on.
I haven't seen that movie in ages, but that scene, specifically the Feed the Birds, Tuppence a Bag scene, has such like a sinister aura around it in my memory. Like, that scared me as a child. And I don't know why exactly. I have no real memory
Used
of
me
it.
as a berserker. The idea scared her enough that she left her library and walked away from the Kyun. There you go. Come on. Over here's where I
Wish it was this easy to make friends
Why
with
not on me?
Lucanus.
Don't want to scare the birds.
Just a
We
handful
just
of
fed 'em.
birdseed. Over and over again, approval. That is the worst song in that movie. Thank
What
you.
the crap is
I'm glad
that?
I'm not alone in
The
this.
Anton must be marking their territory.
Not
Weird
on my
movie.
beach.
Full stop.
Vosh Vatari. Come on. These banners need to burn.
Do it. Do it.
Okay.
Oh, you're so warm. I've never been more
Nice.
pleasured.
What does it feel like when you breathe fire like that?
It's more like spitting.
Ew.
Something inside my throat opens up and lets stuff mix together. Then there's this rush of heat as I roar it out.
Sounds
I'm
deeply
surprised it doesn't
satisfying.
hurt your mouth to do that.
It can. One time my tongue got in the way. Got a mouthful of fire.
Ooh.
Ooh. Ouch.
What happens if you close your cheeks around it
Didn't
like
hurt
a
much.
chipmunk?
My mother has to make food extra spicy so I can taste it.
I guess that's the trade-off for being a fire breather.
It's fine. I smell stuff better than most people.
Glad I just took a shower then. Kitty, what are you doing up here? Are you the courier? Translated from Kunlat. Slow blink seems to say, I'm going to eat you, little fish. Purr, soft, soothing friend. Purr. Hello, hello. So nice to see you. You forgot how soothing your streams are, Sir Dunka. I've completely forgotten how to say you're welcome. Willkommen. It's not it. That is so kind of you, though. And willkommen. Well, come in. It's the purrier. Oh, cute. It's not a courier. I'm a little
Anton's
bit
a
devastated. I have to admit that there was no pet interact option. I will get past it, but it's gonna take me some time.
Too bad it's locked up.
Not for long. Watch.
Yeah, show me. Show me what you can do with
All
that
right.
throat. Wait, not in that way. Just
Wow. It burned right through it.
Yep. Melt some metals, not all.
How'd you figure out which kinds of metals you could melt?
My
legendary
mother said I
material.
went through a lot of spoons as a baby.
Cute. I guess this isn't a burn down the door situation. Just gently push. Gently push the door.
This way.
There's so much stuff down there.
Something like that.
Will you help me back up if I go get that stuff? Oh, you're headed down there? Okay, I'll join you. I thought maybe we had to be up here. No, no, I want my stuff.
It's Tosh. I brought food.
Avatosh, it's good you came early. The feather clouds are getting lower. It's going to rain. Who is this with you?
This is Rook. They're a friend.
Charmed.
A friend.
I'm sure.
All right. Make sure you both dress for rain. Drip rain, not mist rain.
Drip rain?
What's the difference between drip rain and mist rain?
Drip rain soaks through the clothes. Mist rain just wets the skin.
And magically
Sorry.
avoids the clothes.
I don't know all the words in your language.
Oh, no, that's fine.
I get it.
Karash was a worker caste navigator. Got dragged along with the Antam when they invaded.
They told us it was ordered by the Qun. I was not taught war. I was taught the weather. Red clouds for thunder, gray clouds for rain, green clouds for the devouring
Sailors
storm,
take warning.
and black clouds for the Antam cannons.
The worst
After
kind of
what
cloud.
they did in Ventus,
The Antom Cannon Cloud.
I ran away.
I'm so sorry. Are you okay? Can I help you in any way? Also, when I was making light of drip rain earlier, I wasn't making fun of your ability to grasp the common tongue. And while we're on the subject of common tongue, Tosh,
I'm sorry the Antom did that to you.
I love the
I do
stitching.
not have my old life for
That
work,
stitching.
but I remember who I am.
Quilted collar
Antom
piece.
Have lost even that.
You saw their banners? They're in the area.
I will not be seen.
Okay. Let me know if they bother you.
I am at peace, Avatosh. I have the clouds to watch and fish to eat.
More than just fish. Here you go. Shathan said to eat the fruit before it spoils.
I like the cookies better.
Everyone likes the
We
cookies
all
better.
like the cookies better.
I'll eat the fruit. Thank you.
You need that fiber, though.
Avatash.
Panahe done. I'll see you soon.
Pleasure to meet you. Goodbye.
So
I'm
the
gonna
dragon
loot your
hunter has
camp
a
if that's
softer
okay.
side.
The Kyun says you take care of people.
So you're
Hell
a
yeah,
little
it does.
Kunari, a little Ravani, and a little dragon.
Yeah.
And also a little tease. No, you haven't given me that impression. Oh, it's challenging to live in a different world. It's great to live in different worlds.
I get that.
Widens your perspective.
Come on.
I've
I
chosen
should
to
tell my mother
encourage
how
Tosh
Karash is
by
doing.
focusing on the benefits of a multicultural background. Who would make another decision than that? You've chosen to dispirit
So how do
Tosh
you get it?
by pointing out their
I had to leave
differences.
most of my old life behind when I.
Why? Why would you do that? Kunari knife. While initial evaluations dramatically presumed the well-sharpened blade was for sinister purposes, I'm looking at you, Brother Rondes. The device is strikingly similar to one used by Ravani bakers to cut flatbread. It's like the classic architectural conundrum. What is this ruined structure? It must have religious purposes. Used for a ritual. Like, no, it was the flatbread cutting room. It's just normal stuff.
Joined the Shadow Dragons. And now I'm fighting elven gods. So you take what works from each part.
It's all right. We'll be right back to that conversation. The Chantry versus the Kyun. An excerpt from To Vashoth, a guide for Kunari leaving the Kyun, written by Seer Rowan Atkinson, with notes from Shathan. Is that who Tosh got the fruit from that they just mentioned? Translated from Kunlat. As you learn of the world outside the Kyun, you will hear people speak of the Maker and the Chantry. In some ways, these are like the Kyun under which you grew up. The Chantry is not like the whole of the Kyun, it is instead like our priests and scholars. Outside the Kyun, the military is controlled by a ruler like the King of Ravane, while building and farming are controlled by merchants. If this strikes you as inefficient, you understand it correctly. Imagine an Athlok worker and an Asala priest arguing over how to build a library with no triumvirate to settle their disputes fairly. I'm aghast at the very concept. The Chant of Light teaches that the world was created by the Maker, a divine figure who then left the world to dwell in the Fade, because he was like, never mind, this sucks, I hate what I've created. By the Maker means that something surprising has happened, while Maker willing is hoping for good fortune. The Maker is not a spirit or a demon. Suggesting this might be the case makes the Chantry priests very unhappy. Tell me more about the demon you worship. Andraste was a warrior and scholar who received visions of the Chant of Light. Much like Koslun understanding the principles of the Kyun, she spread the chant across the south. The core principles of the Chantry are to be kind to one another, to spread word of the Chant of Light, much like the Kyun was meant to spread, and to not let mages rule over others. This is interpreted differently in different countries. In the south, mages were kept in captivity, restricted, almost like Sarabas. In Ravane, mages simply must renounce any claim to rule as a noble. In Tevinter, Chantry priests say that the Chant of Light only restricts mages from ruling for evil, and mages are free to rule. This has led to a split between the Chantry there and in other places. It is reassuring to see that the Kyun is not the only way of life broken by institutional corruption. Oh, not at all. Not by a long shot.
Right?
Most facts of life are broken by institutional corruption.
I had to take Kunari language
Prefer if
classes
it was a
growing
chipped
up.
nug.
I had to learn how to tie these stupid knots. It wasn't so bad when the Kunari and Ravane were at peace. Now the Antam have broken from the Kyun and started attacking. People look at me like they're scared I'll switch sides.
That's their loss. People who've only ever been one thing will never know how big the world is.
Yeah? Maybe.
All right, sorry. Wanted to let you finish before I interrupted you again. Translated from Kunlat. Look beyond the sea. White clouds race across the sky. Forget cannon smoke. I hope those are clouds. Can't tell from here. It could just be cannon smoke. Aw, hey little guy. How's you? Look at your big beautiful eyes. Are you a runway model? Look at them eyes. Hi, Tosh. Sorry, I was ogling the kitty cat. That's where we burned the banners. Good, good. Looping back around. Another section just like this? How did this happen? Why are we here?
Mother, what are you doing here?
You used to call me Tama.
I also used to wet the bed. Want me to start that up again?
I'd rather you didn't.
Wait, why? Just because it cuts down on laundry, or... Never mind. Wait, that sounded bad. I can explain. We're not sharing a bed, stepmother. Wait, I mean...
Because she's sleeping in my base, which means I own the bed. I'm actually next on laundry detail.
Thank you for clarifying.
She always did like the mouthy ones.
Oh,
in truth,
thank you.
Evitash's tastes are quite varied, although it is uncommon for her to be attracted to men.
Mother.
Perhaps because in some ways, she acts more like a man herself.
Why are you here?
I came to ask Karash about the tablet your group recovered. I wondered if some of the symbols might be used among the Antom.
I forgot about that
Be
tablet.
gentle. Don't make him talk about the war.
I see the wisdom of your suggestion.
And we'll follow
I
it?
also see that you used your fire again. Chakra Toebra.
Chakra Toebra.
Remember to keep your consonants crisp. Kunari do not slouch, and neither does our language.
Mother, you're
Panahedan, Evitash.
You're being
You
very
did well
overbearing.
bringing Karash
You're embarrassing
his
me in
food.
front of Rook.
Sorry. She's like that.
So, the mouthy one.
I was hoping that's where that was going. I wasn't just gonna let
Well,
that slide.
Thanks for coming. We should get back.
Thanks for having me along. Maybe we can do this again.
Right? Yep.
It is so much fun getting to know Tosh. What a wonderful character. Alright. We are at 2 hours 30. Quest complete. Tosh spent time on the Ravani coast, feeding the birds and practicing her fire breathing. An encounter with her mother, Shathan, showed that they do not always get along, but have each other's best interests at heart. Armor upgrade. Show me. Show me the armor upgrade. Strong arm. Ooh, fancy. Fancy tassels and such. Does anyone else have an alternate? Assuming some of them must. Though their main outfits are so cool, it's like a shame to change them. I think Balara fits the scarf a little more readily. She looks so cute. Davrin, you got anything for me? I'm not disappointed, I'm just mad. I'm just angry at you. Yes, Harding has quite a few. Extra pouches. That's very classy. I like the vest on it. And then, of course, her original Traveler's Kit, which, such a classic look for Harding. I'm sad to change it, but let's go vest. For the moment. Good. Lucanis? Corvid cloak. That is so cool looking. With the different colored, like, silver and purple pauldrons. Hot. Hot stuff. What's your other one? Wings of Antiva. Looks like a Nilfgaardian. And I like that in a man. Well, no, I don't. I don't actually. I don't like anything about Nilfgaardians in a man, but... So, the Corvid Cloak is probably his best, but the detonations of his abilities are better with this. I mean, we have to go there, let's be honest. Nev? Only your one outfit, but what an outfit. Love playing dress up. Okay. We can't get in here, right? Despite its many teasing exclamation points just out of reach. We cannot get in here? We'll find a way. It's only a matter of time. Aha, perfect. Hoping we'd come across that. Curious. Maybe we're gonna get in there sooner than I thought.
All yours, Tosh.
Sure.
Ha-ha! Ow! Splinters everywhere. Why was it so hard? 3 levers. Probably best not just to activate them willy-nilly. See if we find any indicator of which first.
You took Rook to see your mom.
What? No, she
Yeah,
just showed up.
You were here for it, Davrin. You were waiting.
You're trying to be
just
badass
outside.
for the boss and save the world, and there's Mom.
Correcting your posture.
And how I pronounce
Oh,
Even better.
don't make her feel worse.
Stupid. Whatever.
Oh, that's so sad. Don't gang up on Tosh. I want to know this guy's story. He got Boromired real hard, and now he's got ghost butterflies. It's quite the tale. Many twists and turns, and very gratuitous sex scenes in this tale. Looking for, like, any grouping of 3 things that might point to which lever I'm supposed to hit first. I sure don't see anything yet. Curious. I wonder if these torches would light magically if it's in the correct position? But it can't just be to switch all of them, that they're all in the wrong position now. It's gotta be more complicated than that. Maybe that raises the portcullis? Good. Okay, easier to get in here now. We got somebody standing there that I really want to open fire at, but I don't know if they're friendly yet, so we shouldn't do that. They're probably not friendly. I kind of want to just switch all of them and see what happens. But I don't want there to be consequences for me guessing wrong. Let's take a quick stab at it. Fear of consequences be damned. She is just the cutest companion. She really is. I love her. Ah, it's one of these. I see. You guys ever have one of those, like, 2 pillars with discs, and then you gotta... It's one of these. Got lucky? Great. Sometimes, on that particular puzzle, in its many variations, whether it be a futuristic hacking mini-game or this, with the torches, my brain just checks right out. And I just click and click until it finally solves itself. That's the only way. Glad we got it before we pressed on. Rare legendary armor? Fine silver work. I mean, it's fine. What's this? The Warden Vault. Don't you tempt me. Don't you tempt me about a Warden Vault. I'm so excited. I've never been this excited. Tosh, hold me back. Alright, friendly? Are we? Can I have a diplomatic conversation? Not showing up as red, but I might just not be in range. Oh, that sword I'm wielding now. No, bring it back out. Bring out your sword again. Sexy. I like the little tail on that.
On your guard.
Alright then. You're gonna keep blocking. I'm just gonna keep shooting you in the face. Must have accidentally looted that mid-combat? Thought maybe it was destructible. Nope. Not even a little bit. Nothing to grab out here.
About to get fun.
Alright. I do still need somebody's ability to get through this, right? It's also Tosh. Great.
Gotcha.
She's got the braziers, she's got the crystals. Need to figure out what Emmerich does. In a traversal sense. Oh, that looks like that Warden Vault. Take me thence. Take me in the Warden Vault. Alright, so I gotta find 2 more of them.
I'll bet the Warden's left a clue around here to open it.
Cool. Journal of a Thief. I've been here 3 days now, and I'm so close I can feel it. What? Oh, to getting into the vault. The treasure the old records talked about is just behind this door. The seals are the key. Find the matching ones, and the door should open. They're hidden around the castle. It's almost like the bones are watching me, waiting for me to find these seals. If I get this open, I can go back to Kirkwall rich enough to buy the Viscounty? Is that how you say it? The Viscounty. Running low on food, ate some of the local plants, and my guts are just feeling weird. Just gonna close my eyes for a minute here and... I'm sorry. I'm sorry you picked the wrong local shrooms. Sort of weird the way the note phrased that. Like, you gotta find the matching symbol. Makes it seem like the symbols are different from each other, but it's just... you gotta find one particular symbol. 2 more of them, in fact.
Here we go.
Hiding behind a pillar. Real brave. Oh, I would do the same thing. Right, Smokey. You guys get him? Good. I couldn't see a thing. We passed by this earlier, and I was very curious if it's like a... looks like it has tiny levers to be put in like a safe combination position. It must be a thing. It remains a curiosity for me. Alright. I think we're clear out here. Let's proceed. I can actually make this my active quest now, as I have finished Tasha's companion quest. That might help. Warden Vault. this? What's this ghostly curiosity? Get to the other side, quick! I don't know where we're supposed to reunite. Or maybe I'm just supposed to walk through that wall. Well, the wall is physically real. I seemingly cannot reactivate it unless it's on a long timer. Curious that. I mean, it can't be nothing. Worth a little stroll. Double check that they didn't just sink quickly to the vault level. I imagine not. Nothing spectral down here other than my N7 coat. Hey, we found it. Okay, where else could that ghost have ended up? Just a little curious that there's more ghostly butterflies there. This would seemingly be like the closest I can get to the other side of the wall.
To the dragon hunter, I guess. Still turns his nose up at apples, though. Thought he'd love them.
You could try putting flax seeds on his meat.
Flax seeds?
Yeah, lots of
Right
flax.
on his meat.
Good for your gut. You could try some yourself.
Now we're talking.
My gut is fine, thanks.
Let me know if you change your mind. I know a guy.
Okay, that's definitely different. Away you go. Going to the first one we found now? Or is there a fourth? A fourth undiscovered corpse? That looks like what I'm looking for. Must just be on the other side of the wall. Mm-hmm. Hey, get back here. Where are you going? Ah. Yes, teach me your secret levers. Beautiful. That's cooler than I even suspected. Thank you. Thank you, ghost butterflies. Alright, second vault lock complete. One more we're searching for. This is so cool. I love the way that unfolded. Assuming the other one is in the far reaches of the castle. My tapestries! Out of the way, tapestries! Alright. Seemingly just in that big chamber over there. Every time I see that, I want to try to make it over there. That's a long jump. It's too long of a jump. Cutscene for the final seal. Penshanek the Blood Eater. We've heard of you. We've heard of Penshanek. Did not activate the charge attack early enough. leaving the combat area, no. You're all up in my business. Death from above. That would be better with one of these. I'll keep just poking Pensionek. Don't worry about me. Ah! Oh, worry about me. Start worrying. There's so much fire. Oh, why is there so much fire? Huh. I had enough. Lost some momentum. You guys... punch him. And then root your fingers around in his muscular chest. Researcher's coat, +5. It's nice. Why are you alive? Who gave you permission to still be alive?
Hey, one of the Crow's prisoner. She's still alive.
All right.
Keep the odds.
Sorry, you said something about a prisoner who's still alive? Where? Oh, prisoner. Hey. Let me get you out of there.
The Antom kept me alive so they could use me to trick Ravane into sending more supplies. I didn't think anyone was coming.
The Lords of Fortune wouldn't abandon you. It's the least we could do for the Crows.
Thank you for your timely arrival. I'll get the supplies to Treviso and pay back the Antom there.
Tosh approves. Alright, I still have no idea how to get up to that secondary level. Looks fun to be up there, teetering above everything. So we don't have to worry about that chest icon until we find a way. It kind of feels like the Warden Vault thing has to start back here, but it also looks like you have to be on the upper level to get to it.
Okay.
Aha!
Looks like we made a door.
Beautiful. We'll take all the potions I can muster. We'll take all the mustard I can make a potion out of. This potion tastes weird. I made it out of mustard. Why? I don't know. Antioxidants? Alright, where does this wisp need to get to? Not here? I'm gonna lose it. I'm gonna lose it! But we can go back. Shark's Mouth Fort 2, the eruption. A seer warned us of a darkspawn horde gathering in the tunnels in Shark's Mouth. The fighting was fierce. More darkspawn than we'd seen in years. They would have overwhelmed us, but the seer called on the spirits, or on spirits, to awaken the volcano. Warden Grey was more scared of the seer than he was of the Hurlocks. Kunari have a particular fear of mages and demons, but Grey still protected the seer until her ritual was complete. I'm watching lava pour from the jaws of Shark's Mouth as I write this. It'll be years before the Darkspawn find another way to the surface. The seer said the eruption would anger some spirits, but we'll deal with that as we must. Added by Tosh, seers awakening a volcano? A Kunari believer protecting a mage? I would have lost money twice. Okay, I'm losing my wisp. Let's head back here and reactivate it. Noink. It could be down below, too, but I'm assuming there must be one back here. Past the obstacle course. I hope there's enough time. Huh. Is there enough time? Man, I don't know if this is the right way to go. Let's take a full look while we're here. I don't think I could get to this platform. Free March's Guardian. Said to warn respectful owners against threats, it sometimes faces different directions without being moved. Threat! Over there! No, now over there! We're surrounded!
Look at that. A sight you never see hunting in the deep roads. I'm in the wrong business.
I know, right? How luscious is this? I bet there's a ton of shipwrecks out there. If we could invent some sort of rudimentary breathing device. Oh, the money we could make. Yeah, okay. Rialto Sunsetter. It is not good. So if we grabbed the wisp and dropped down here, is there a pedestal for it? That's too far down. We're not ready to go there yet. Certainly no pedestal in the courtyard. So I'm not quite sure where we need to take that. Though they can be a little tricky to find at times. Just regular shields this time? Not indicative of a larger puzzle?
Right.
Get out of your way, or stand directly in front of your face while you breathe fire on me.
Can't do this without a wisp.
There's where we need the wisp. Are we reactivating a corpse to pull the lever for us? That's the coolest thing ever. That's the coolest way we've seen a wisp be used. Alright, now we have our target. Glad we stumbled on it. Let's get back up here. Because there's like 2 more things I can grab that I was racing past in a hurry. And then we can grab the wisp on the way down. Don't jump! I'm so spry. Why did you jump that far? Ho ho! Clear 10 feet in a single bound. Alright, I think those were the 2. Nothing else up there. Should be good. Alright, we're grabbing wisp. Actually, it's probably quicker. Less balancing. Never mind, that's a no-no. I'll do the balancing. I thought after I got that testing for fall damage achievement, they might just let me go crazy with it, but I understand. So we grab this, then we get back into the main building. Easy peasy. Throw it into an active corpse, and we're on our way. Boop. Hey, cutie. Thank you. I love you, bye. I guess that's all. You are dismissed. Eternal Whale. I'm more interested in the Eternal Dolphin myself, but it's lost. It's lost forever. So many new ones. An appalling grappling hook. This is grap-palling. Felt like it was down here somewhere. The Eternal Wail, a disturbing carving of a screaming figure. If held against the wind, it emits a howl that sends a shiver along the listener's spine. Brrr. How exuberant. She kicks the chest open. Alright, our last vault lever. Nobody leaves the vault.
Whatever the warden sealed, we've opened.
Let's go check. And then I promise I will let you get on with your day. I was planning to much earlier, but then the warden's vault activated, and I'm not gonna just pass that up. You can do it. Yeah, I'm proud of your biceps. Almost there. All right. Give me just 1 second. I'll be back with you for the big reveal. If only my wireless mouse would work. I'm back. I was just kidding. I was just kidding about appearing for a second and then disappearing again. I'm so excited to find out what's in this vault. Thank you for your patience. I'm sorry to tease you even more at the finish line. A burst with colorful flames. Sorry again about those mushrooms. Mwah. Enjoy the afterlife. Or the void of nothingness. I'm not sure which. We'll find out later. Grey Warden's strength and Lords of Fortune's strength increased. And Davrin has never been more pleased with me. I've also never been more pleased with myself. What a great quest that was. So many rewards. We haven't even started opening chests. Trust Finery. We just got you new armor, but you're ready for another upgrade? And God, you look professional. Aye, aye, Admiral. Admiral Tosh over here. Petrified dragon egg. The shape and markings clearly identify this as a dragon's egg, but the object has been petrified not by age, but by magic. Can it be unpetrified? Could use a dragon on my side. Serpent's Kiss. While necrotic weapon is active, charged attacks deal necrotic damage in an area around the target, but will remove your necrotic weapons. It hisses death. That sounds nice. Basically gives you a special attack. But I also do like having active necrotic weapons, especially while I'm wearing this other ring. So it's a bit of a trade-off. Always tempted to equip something unique. This also looks a little, Hey, now that you're in the Warden's vault, there's a wider mystery of the octopus beyond. Like, that seems out of place. And I'm wanting to remember where this is, in case it comes up later. Final chest. The Azure Bow. Slightly better than my bow. Already. What a treat. Okay. It's going to be very difficult to not immediately run into Morrigan's soft embrace during the next session. But we probably have a couple more side questy things to find first. Such as this. Return to the caves of Shark's Mouth once they are fully accessible. Okay, not that yet. We still have champions both in Treviso and Arlothan now, though they may still be above us in level. Return to the Necropolis with Emmerich to put down some restless spirits. We still have to search the crossroads for these regrets. So many cool things. I'm going to go ahead and leave this as the tracked item to help me remember. Maybe we can stop by the crossroads first, and then try to find Morrigan or the Grey Wardens next time. What a privilege it is to play this with you. Thank you for your time, your patience, your witty comments. Is there a hallway back there? I'm right here. I gotta go check. Surely there isn't a hallway. But it looks suspicious. Oh yeah, it's just the bridge to Tasha's thing. I don't think we're going back there. Okay, then finally, let me just see if there's any way to get at this chest, which is right next to a fast travel beacon. It's probably still locked by some ancient magic. But I'm curious about all of these things now that we have our full companion squad. I think we have all the traversal upgrades we could get our hands on. Definitely read that. So it's like above me. I see a ladder back here. I thought we already got to that upper level. We should now be able to reach from either side. Where is the unopened chest above me? Right. In this one. That's another thing I need to solve, is the mystery of why Dragon Fire is so short-lived. Like, what am I doing wrong there? There's gotta be something. The embers are cold, but they don't want to be warm.
Got it.
Maybe it's like a sequence. And if I find the right one in first place, it will stay lit. And if I make a mistake in sequence, they will all go out. Could be a classic video game puzzle. Ah, very glad we stumbled on that. So where else are there braziers that I could test this theory against? They don't mark themselves on the map. It feels like a lot of them are on this upper plateau, but I don't really have a clear memory. Try this one. Making sure that wasn't kick-downable. A kick-downable shortcut.
I'm on it.
So far, so good. So, I don't know if there are as many as there are number of skulls, or if there are as many as there are layers of skulls. It's like a 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. It's probably sequential, and there are just 3 braziers. So this one feels like 3, right? Like lit up the bottom row of skulls? In which case, where was the other one we just tried? I thought we had already passed it earlier. I didn't think it was down below. Was it on top of something? Fenharel statue up there, but I don't think it was a brazier here, perhaps. Hoping that this is number 2.
Let's see if it burns.
Oh, from range. Hot damn. Seems good. I'm gonna get you! Oh, I'm gonna get you! I'm gonna get your truffles. I wouldn't hurt you, though. Just to warn you. I'm not trying to chase you down for malicious purposes. I just want to tickle your cute, like, hairless cat body. Which is also a pretty nefarious purpose, but I don't mean you any harm. Alright. A 1, a 2, a 3.
Yep.
This doesn't work. There are just more braziers.
We got
Good.
a new door. Bet there's something good on the other side.
So glad we could figure that out real quick. It kept driving me crazy. You have that equipped, right? Yes. Golden cask. 40 extra defense is probably worth it. It's probably about my cutoff. Pirate grave marker. Here lies Ty. He died as he lived, saying, "Hold my grog." We buried what was left. Help yourself to his stuff. Goodbye, Ty. I'll see you soon. Love, Reese. Is that Ty, meaning Taika Waititi? YTT. And Reese, meaning Reese Darby? Is this what I'm to understand? Probably reading too much into it, but cute. Cute pirate reference. So, we got a chance to explore a bit more of the Ravani coast. I am excited. Let's see if we can get back to the lighthouse. Check if Tosh has anything else to debrief after that mission. Always forget what button it is. And then I will leave you. Thank you so much for your company and kind attention. New missive available. After the dragon. Rook. Treviso is blighted worse than we thought. Rub it in, why don't you? What it was, what we saw even under occupation, the markets, the cafes, the people, is lost. And still the Antam try to claim what survives. I have responsibilities to my house and family that I must fulfill. Then Ilario will take over, and I will return. Whatever else, House Delamort will not break its contracts. I'm guessing I was supposed to read that when he was away. But it's weird that it has such a big thingy on it. Ooh, it's got such a weird big thingy. Writing from Novara City. Dear Rook and Professor Volcarin, the Watchers are sending this letter for me. I'm the man who used to be enslaved by the Venatori. My name is Claudus. Thank you, bless you, for stopping them. I would never have seen the sun again if not for you. I can sew very well. The Watchers say there is a great call for tailors of the deceased. This was strange to me, for we do not need such things in Tevinter, but the Watchers have fed me and found me work. I can never repay them, or you, but I will help clothe Navara's dead. May you walk in the light, Claudus, a free man. I'm so glad he made it out. Thank Emmerich for sending the Morn Watchers to rescue him. Thanks from Treviso. Rook, Taya said she could get this to you. I just wanted you to know that thanks to your rescue, I was able to get the supplies from Ravain down into Treviso. We just sprang a large group of prisoners free. This must be the woman I just rescued. From the Antom. Thanks to you and the Lords of Fortune, we had poisons to take out the Antom guard station, herbs to treat the prisoners' injuries, and gold for the bribes to get them safely out of Treviso. Treviso will be free, and the Antom will regret ever showing their faces here. Yours, Natal of House Cantori. A letter stamped with the seal of the Morn Watch. Greetings! You have driven despair from the shrouded halls.
For this you have our thanks.
If Venatori return to plunder, hunt them as you will. It is signed with a complicated, impenetrable sigil. An update on Gus. Oh, Gus, that was his name. Garp? Garp, was it? Thank you again for figuring out what happened to Taynor and Oros. Gus is adjusting to his life without them, I think, eating well, and me and the other Veil Jumpers play with him when we can. He still screams if I try to remove, Oros's old backpack from his hutch. You ever heard a Nug scream? It's bone-chilling. Things have been terrible lately, but having Gus around helps me get through it. He really does put a smile on everyone's face. Thank you again for bringing him home. Regards, Sloane. I don't know why this one seems like it probably has something else attached. Like a, hey, pay really specific attention to this one indicator. But it doesn't seem to be like further interactable or anything. Alright. Emmerich wants to speak with me. And Lucanus wants to speak with me. Can do. Luke can do. We could save these for next time. It's 3 hours, 12 minutes into it, and we could save it for next time. But it's so hard to stop playing Dragon Age. I don't wanna stop playing Dragon Age. We're already past the 3-hour mark. Let's have some conversations. And thank you for your patience.
I'm sorry, but I find it completely unnatural.
Manfred.
I don't get why you think cremation's so bad. Everyone outside Navarra burns their dead.
All those lost vessels. Fine mansions reduced to ash. Manfred, for instance. How would his wisp have fared if I hadn't given it a body?
He's so cute. How smart is he? And where did his body come from? While we're on the subject of his body.
Where or who did you get his body from?
There was no single donor. The arms were recovered from a charnel pit. The ribs were a gift from a dear friend. And Manfred's wisp picked out his own skull from some donations. That was quite the day. He's been fine company during my Necropolis excursions ever since.
Oh, how smart is he?
What does
Pretty
Manfred
damn.
understand exactly?
Simple things, but he grows. Spirits of curiosity are voracious learners. The more he experiences, the more sophisticated his conclusions. With guidance, of course.
He's just like Commander Data. Friendly hiss. Right back at you. I don't ever mean to, like, make fun of Manfred. I want to have a friendly banter with Manfred. But I never want to be like, oh yeah, you're not worth understanding. Haha, let's make a joke of it. We'll try.
Yep, same to you.
It's just Manfred's way of saying hello. I encountered him as a wisp in the Necropolis years ago. A simple spirit, but so curious. He refused to leave my side.
So, you built a skeleton for the spirit to live in?
Spirits are formed from the emotions and desires of people in the mortal realm. Manfred's wisp came from curiosity. It's these spirits which animate the dead. Their drive revives the corpse, yet the corpse colors their actions. Thus, the eternal question, are undead inhuman spirits puppeting a body, or does some shade of the departed return?
Seems like an important question to have resolved before now, but cool. Cool. There's no soul in there. How could you look into Manfred's sweet little eyes and think there was no soul? Can I skip this? It's creepy. What? How dare you? It's the only time I don't want more dialogue information. I want to believe it. Yeah.
It's got to bring back a little peace, at least.
That's my belief as well. I swear I could see it sometimes, Rook. A glint of recognition of something more in the dead.
Hey, that's my sleeve. Are you trying to steal my buttons?
As well as a certain mischievousness. Manfred.
Stop stealing buttons. Those are Harding's buttons. What a privilege it is to have Manfred on the team. Oh, a tea for me? Why don't you... How about I hold this and you can have some tea? I suppose it would stain your gifted ribs, which is probably not the best idea. I didn't get a good chance to peek around in his bedchambers before. What does Emmerich's sleeping situation look like? It's apparently not on the upper level, whatever it is. But he has a great view! Oh, hot damn. I haven't felt a damn this hot in I don't know how long. I love the library. This is absolutely where I would want to sleep as well. Is this his...
Yes, I'd say this place
You sleep on an autopsy table? Is that what you do? I mean, it's probably better for your back than my lumpy-ass mattress, but still, it seems cold and unfeeling. Lucanes, right? And then again, for the third or fourth time, I promise I'll leave you alone. This has been such a pleasure. Wait. Hey. Hey, you little cutie. Shake. Oh. Rah. I'm so happy. Hey, Lucanus. Mind if I sit with you on your rickety platform? You know what I'm saying?
Well, it's all as you left it.
Close enough. I think the caretaker's been tidying up. Rook, now's not the best time to chat.
Okay.
Let's talk later.
Later then.
I'm sorry. I'm glad you're back. I just wanted to say. Lucanus has got a lot of complicated feelings. And there's plenty of space to explore that here. Nobody else wishes to speak with me. Manfred is on an excursion, apparently. And all's the better. Get your bearings, Manfred. We should be good then. We will return to look for more wolf statuettes in the crossroads. See how far we can get with that. Next time. Thank you very, very much for adventuring with me. I will see you again tomorrow, I hope. Perhaps a little earlier in the day. And until then, I hope that you are well and warm and filled with good foods. And I will see you soon. Much love. Bye for a bit.